What's going on, crypto fam, and welcome back. All right, this is going to be the crypto review number 2, and today I'm going to be reviewing a token called iToken. Okay, now I'm gonna give y'all a heads up. Everyone on the channel didn't recommend this specific project, but the actual team approached me and asked me if I can review their token, and I told them that I will only do it if I can do a 100% honest review on their token, which means like no holding back, just sucking up and yada yada yada. I'm like, yo, if I review the token, I'm gonna have to review it pure honesty. All right, so I'm going to be reviewing iToken. So the main things we're going to be looking for, as far as the token, we want to check out the audit, we want to check out the utility, is it rug pull proof, current price, lock liquidity, the website and design, and then the transparency and is the team docs, and then last but not least, the community and the social media for the token, right? So moving over to iToken, this is the website. The website is itoken.one. I'm gonna put all the information and links in the description of the video if you want to check it out. So first off, it says iToken is a community-based project built for the investors. Okay, scroll down right here. It says about the team. It says iToken is led by a dynamic team of professionals with high experience in the crypto space in many different fields, including finance, blockchain developing, community satisfaction, marketing, a visionary team, and looking forward to a better crypto future. Very passionate and committed about this project. All right. Then it says about iToken, it says iToken will change the way you think about crypto. Instead of selling, you'd want to hold and gain more. Reflections that will increase over time. Roadmap that will be updated upon members' votes to bring new ideas and utilities to our community. All right. Then it says unique NFT passport and marketplace. It says marketplace, the next generation of NFT marketplace that will exclusively feature unique vetted utility NFTs from iToken and from other projects on the blockchain, creating an ecosystem that will give NFTs higher standards and change how the world views NFTs. All right, sounds clean so far. Then it says iToken passport. We'll give you access to get exclusive NFTs on the marketplace. Passport holders will be joining a private group that will give them access to all future iToken projects before the public. All right, that's pretty interesting. I dig that. I dig it. It's cool. I like that. All right, so moving down to where the tokenomics. It says for the tokenomics, there's going to be a buy fee and a sell fee. Okay, so for the buy fee overall is going to be 9%, and 3% of that is going to be going back to reflections. For the people who are holding. All right, so you pretty much be gaining, pretty much earning more tokens while holding the iTokens. So 3% towards reflections, 3% towards liquidity, and 3% towards marketing. All right, and then they have a sell fee, right, which is 11%, and then 5% of that is going to reflections. Okay, and then it says 3% of that is going to liquidity, and 3% is going towards marketing. So do keep in mind, if you do plan on buying this token, there will be overall a 20% fee when it comes to buying and selling. Of course, it's only 9% if you buy, and it's only 11% if you sell. And then moving on, it says roadmap. All right, this is the roadmap. It says the use of cryptocurrencies has become more widespread. The origin platform idea. Then it says development of the concept and business plan. Okay, it says for phase 1, it says marketing strategies, contract plus audit. Okay, then it says launch on Uniswap, CoinMarketCap, and then CoinGecko, implement community feedback as necessary, and then increase reflections. All right, and then for phase 2, it says increase reflections even more. Okay, then it says medium article, huge marketing campaign, big shilling competition, partnerships with influencers. Then it says social media reward campaign. All right, then last but not least, it says phase 3. It says increase reflection, release of our marketplace, public sale for the iToken passports, big centralized exchange listing, open registration for other projects to get a spot in the exclusive marketplace. All right, so first off, one thing that I did notice that that I hadn't noticed with other tokens is they do plan on giving people more reflections. They plan on increasing people's reflections, and I feel like in order to do that, you have to have ownership of you have to have full ownership of the token, right? Which pretty much means that they haven't most likely renounced ownership, because in order to do certain things like increase reflections or change the tax fees or the buy fees and yada yada yada, that means that most of the time that means that the developers have full ownership, and that also means, which I'm not gonna beat around the bush, that doesn't mean that they will have a lot more power when it comes to the token in general, right? So for those who aren't familiar with what I'm talking about, is pretty much when a person has full ownership, that means that they can do some, some good positive things with it. But if it ends up in the wrong hands, they also can do some bad things. All right. A lot of times when people have full ownership over a token, I've seen certain times where people were pretty much, victims of like rug pulls, because they were able to, change the sell fees to a higher percentage to where people weren't able to get out, and they were pretty much, stuck holding tokens. But I have seen it also, with, either like Clifford Inu token, they do buybacks and stuff. So, they didn't renounce ownership. I know Shinobi is another token. They didn't renounce ownership, but I do understand why some people don't renounce ownership, because a lot of times when it comes to like that project specifically, when it comes to them, changing certain things either in the present or the future of that project, they have to, have full ownership in order to do that. So some tokens, I understand why they do it, but you do have to keep in mind when a person doesn't renounce ownership, that does potentially give them the power to just, scam people and rug like pretty much create a rug pull. So I'm throwing that out there just to let y'all know. Okay. As far as it says the communities, it says join our communities. It says they have like the Twitter, which I can show you right here. This is their official Twitter account. Their official Twitter name is @_tokenofficial. All right, and then right here they have the Telegram. This is their official Telegram right here. All right, click on it just to give you guys an example of what it looks like right now. This is the Telegram right here. All right, they currently have 227 members. All right. It's kind of active in here. Of course, I've spoken to the developers, and I asked them as far as like, as far as the like when they plan on launching it. And he told me specifically, he said that they plan on launching it when they get more, like pretty much more people to join, like more potential investors to join, the Telegram, the Twitter. So last but not least, this is my like personal iToken conclusion. This is pretty much like where I go over everything as far as like what I feel like can be, worked on. Some things that I feel like, you have to be careful as far as, if you do plan on investing, and how me personally, I feel like how the project can be more of a solid and, trusted project. All right. So first off, as far as the utility, all right, they have the, the unique NFT passport and marketplace. They also plan on increasing people's reflections over time. Okay. I feel like that's like I said before, the increasing reflections, I feel like that's pretty cool. As far as the website and design, I feel like the website looks professional, but it also looks like one of those like default templates that you can kind of just go and like buy off a website, and you just kind of add your own like little, certain words or description of your project, which is fine. I mean, at the end of the day, when it came to Saitama, they had like a default template that they just, it was like a sample website that they bought, and then they, in the future, they ended up changing it, of course. So I don't look too deep into that. But as far as the logo, I feel like the logo may need work, because if you look at the logo, right, if you look at the logo right here, or if you look at the logo on their website, you could tell that the logo is just like, it's pretty much the Ethereum logo, just turned sideways, right? So even if we go to Ethereum logo, right, Ethereum logo, you look at the Ethereum logo and you look at the iToken logo, it's pretty much, the Ethereum logo just turned sideways. Now, I don't know if that's what their whole, plan is. I don't know if that's their whole like persona, their whole like, the whole point of when it comes to the logo. Because, I mean, when we look at Sheep, Sheep token, Sheep is literally like a Dogecoin 2.0. Like Sheep literally blew up off of, trying to be like a better and more improved Dogecoin, right? So I don't know if that's what they're going for. That's cool, but if it's not, then I would say maybe work on the logo in the future. All right. Now, as far as the team, is the team doxed? Now, I talked to the developer, and he said that the team is not doxed, and he said that the team is thinking about doxing in the future. All right. So he's pretty much saying that the team is planning on maybe in the future, showing their identities, showing like their, official Twitter accounts and this and, this, that, and the third. Me personally, I always personally love when teams are doxed, because I feel like even though when a team is doxed, it doesn't guarantee a project is going to do well, or it doesn't guarantee a project isn't going to like rug pull you. But I feel like it does. I feel like it does allow people to sleep more at night, because now it's like, the team go from something, the team goes from not knowing who the heck they are to you at least have an identity of who they are, and you at least have maybe a good chance of finding where they are, or who they are if they are doxed, right? So I always personally love when teams are doxed. As far as locked liquidity, he said that the liquidity would be locked when the token is launched. So do keep that in mind too, that he said the liquidity will be locked when the token is launched. Okay, so if anybody's thinking about investing, you can if you want to wait until the liquidity is locked, then invest, so you can make sure that they have some type of tokens that is locked up. Then hey, better safe than sorry, right? As far as the audit, there's no audit that I've seen on the website, so I'm assuming that's something that's going to come in the future too. So going to like whether is it rug pull proof or not, going back to the audit, there's no proof of the audit on the website. I'm not sure if they renounced ownership, which going back to the whole, like, if they plan on increasing reflections, I'm assuming that they aren't renouncing ownership. And like I said before, I'm not going to beat around the bush. You guys have to be careful when it comes to tokens that aren't renounced, like their ownership isn't renounced, because if a person is scummy and they have that power, then they can literally pretty much scam or rug pull people. So you have to make sure, like, okay, is it renounced? Okay, it's not renounced. Well, at least show us why it's safe, and show us the extent of the power that you guys do have when it comes to the token, just to make sure that if you get in either this token or a token similar, that your money's good and you don't have nothing to really worry about. Okay, same thing with Terrarium. Their ownership isn't renounced, but at the end of the day, that's going back to what I'm saying. Like, they're like, when it comes to Terrarium, their project, for them to succeed and pretty much change certain things in the future with their project, they can't renounce ownership. They have to have ownership. So like I said, I understand when some projects have it. You just got to make sure that you trust that. You pretty much have to make sure you trust the coin that you're investing in with your life. Pretty much, you pretty much have to invest. You pretty much have to trust them that much when they have a renounced ownership. Okay. Now, as far as the current price of the token hasn't been launched, so of course we don't know the price of it. And last but not least, the community and social media. All right. Now, going back to over here, they have currently 8 followers on Twitter. The Telegram has 227 members. They don't have any YouTube channel as far as I know. But like I said before, I'm not sure if he's the main developer or just one of the developers, but one of the developers did mention, like I said, that they're trying to take it nice and slow. They're trying to grow their community naturally and organically. So that he said this in his own words. He said that he don't want it to be a pump and dump, so he's trying to pretty much get more like influencers to make videos and like do like reviews on their token, pretty much like just spread the token more out so people can get more eyes on it. And then that's when I'm sure that the social media will probably blow up a bit more, as far as how good they are with that. But yeah, so other than that, this is my iToken full review. All right, my full honest review. I'm not beating around the bush with anybody. Like I said before, if you plan on investing in this token or any token in the future, make sure you do your own research. And especially when it even comes to like going to their Telegram, you guys have to keep in mind, there's a lot of scammers on Telegram. All right, there's people who pretend like they're the developers of a token. There's people who pretend like they're the Telegram customer support. So like, you have to be careful when it comes to clicking on links or like typing in like your seed phrase when it comes to like certain websites. Like, honestly, you shouldn't be typing your seed phrase anywhere. All right, like, I do understand with SideMask they give you the option to do that, but when it comes to like just anywhere, you have to be careful when it comes to attaching your crypto wallet to any link, anything. Like, don't give out any private information. If you are like a really true like beginner, especially when it comes to like Telegram and yada yada yada, then I don't even recommend you going in there if you don't know what you're doing. All right. But yes, other than that, this is the iToken. All right. Let me know what you guys think about this project. All right. So yeah, as far as everything that I've pretty much talked about over here, I feel like they do have a lot of things they have to work on. As far as like the audits, I feel like the audit should, you got to have the audit. Like, that's what let people know, how secure the token is and how much power do you have as far as like controlling the token and this, that, and the third. You got to have the audit. You got to make, like, people have to know if it's rug pull proof. All right. It'll be a lot better if the team was doxxed, right? Got to make sure the locked liquidity. Got to make sure the liquidity is locked. All right. As far as the website and the design, I feel like that's something that could be changed easily in the future. That's not the biggest things to worry about. As far as the utility, I feel like the utility they have now is cool, but me personally, I would say add some more utility, maybe an app, maybe something else to where like people can stake their tokens, their iTokens. And yeah. So Other than that, to make sure you guys do your own research, make sure you guys are safe as far as just either this token or tokens in the future. And yes, that's it for iToken. All right, so yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will catch you soon. Peace.